How is it that some people rise to the top 1% while the rest of us feel trapped, constantly battling the same problems, watching our lives slip by? We all start with similar potential, so why do some live fulfilling and joyful lives, while others face a relentless cycle of pain and struggle? What truly sets the winners apart from those of us stuck in the shadows? Most of us would say it's about self control. If someone has more self control than you, they're better at resisting temptations, handling hardship, executing plans, and finishing tasks, while you're just wasting time partying, gaming, or doing things you regret. If they've got more self control, does that mean you're just done? Doomed to live miserably and never achieve what the top 1% achieves? But wait, isn't there a way to improve self control? You're right, there are ways. In the book The Willpower Instinct by Kelly McGonigal from Stanford, she lists ways to boost willpower, like exercise, meditation, sleep, setting small goals, and much more. If you could follow these methods, maybe you could enhance your self control and make it to the top 1% too. There's a big problem though. All of these methods require willpower in the first place. You want to get enough sleep but stay up scrolling your phone until 2 a.m. in the morning. You try meditation but quit by day 3. You want to go to the gym regularly but it doesn't stick. This is familiar to most of us. Improving willpower itself requires willpower. It's a self contradiction. If you don't have enough willpower to do what will build more willpower, you're stuck. You're done. You're condemned to a life of struggle and regret. Here is what I call the willpower trap. It's life's biggest, most cunning trap, and it keeps most people stuck forever. You might spend your life watching others make money, travel, buy properties, and live well, while you're a spectator, wondering why destiny left you behind. The way out starts with this. Everybody has more or less the same amount of willpower, and willpower itself doesn't decide success. In fact, willpower or self control is completely irrelevant. It took me over a decade to understand this. If the hottest woman called me at 3 o'clock in the morning and asked me to drive 12 hours to go see her, I'd have no problem doing it. When there's a will, there's tremendous power. So let's circle back to that big question. If we all have a similar amount of willpower, why do some people break through and succeed while others remain stuck? The answer, I believe, lies in something I call pleasure management. Successful people aren't just hard workers, they are masters at living fully. You will see them at the beach, enjoying the best dinners, surrounded by friends, sleeping with the most attractive people. Ironically, they seem to spend more time celebrating and enjoying life than those of us who are still struggling. So, yes, the best students often play the hardest. The most successful people spend more time having fun than the rest of us. It's easy to think they worked hard to get there, and that's why they get to enjoy all that. It is normal to think in this way, and this is exactly how you fall into the willpower trap. The truth is, their pleasures fuel their hard work. They play first and do their homework later. Consider Nazi Germany's invasion of Russia during the Second World War. By the time they reached Moscow, they were on the brink of a massive victory. They'd captured millions of Russian soldiers, seized vast territories, and had Russia teetering on the edge of collapse. The Nazis' army was one of the most disciplined and resilient in the world, with soldiers willing to endure incredible hardship. But as winter set in, everything changed. Despite their strength and numbers, they lacked proper supply. Food, fuel, and winter clothing became scarce, leaving soldiers freezing and starving in the brutal Russian winter. Their willpower was formidable, but without the basic supply to sustain them, they couldn't advance. They were forced to stop, and eventually they lost the battle and retreated. It wasn't a failure of courage or resolve, it was simply a failure of supply. It is all about supply, supply, supply. Supply is crucial for us too. But instead of food or fuel, our supply is pleasure. Those moments of joy and relaxation that recharge us. Just like an army needs resources to move forward, we need sources of pleasure and enjoyment to sustain our motivation and keep going. I call this pleasure management. It's not about grinding endlessly, it's about finding a balance. When we manage pleasure well, we build a steady supply line of motivation and energy, allowing us to push forward and to execute hard tasks. So, the big question is, what truly makes you feel happy and recharged? Is it an outdoor yoga class in a beautiful park with great people? Your first fish caught on a lakeshore? The thrill of stepping into an elegant new condo during an open house? Is it your first bachata class? Is it sitting down at a chess tournament facing a grandmaster for the first time? Is it spinning through the air in a pole dance class? Or is it standing on the rooftop of a high rise building? Are you having fun? If not, then you're missing the willpower needed to do that hard work that leads to success. Let me say it again. If you don't have consistent pleasure in your life, you won't have the willpower to succeed. You could be the best warrior that humanity has to offer, but if your life is a desert, you will die in that desert. Remember, the concept of the willpower trap isn't easy to accept. For me, it took over a decade to understand. Many of us were taught that hard work leads to success, and only then to pleasure. But this seemingly intuitive logic is the cunning trap most people fall into. You work hard to earn your food, right? But how can you work hard if you're starving? How can you find any motivation to escape a vicious cycle of bad habits if your life feels like a desert with nothing exciting to live for? It's extremely common, especially among young adults, to feel trapped in that mindset, grinding away while yearning for a life that's richer and more fulfilling. Shifting to a mindset that values enjoyment first is the first step towards success. And if you are struggling to find activities that will bring you regular joy, check out my video, Best Hobbies to Make You Successful, where I will show you how to create a steady supply of pleasure and set you up to succeed. We are here to offer unconventional strategies and solid support to those feeling trapped in destructive cycles. If today's content spoke to you, please like and subscribe. Your engagement helps us reach more individuals ready to transform their lives. This is Climb from Rock Bottom. See you in the next one.